Hello, my narcissistic abuse family. I have a great topic today. I am talking about having healthy relationships, friendships, after being narcissistically abused. So, as victims, we know that we suffer extensive trust issues, amongst other things, and becoming involved in a healthy, consensual relationship, be it a friendship, romantic relationship, or other words, it leaves you open and exposed for the potential of more abuse. So we're much more reticent, needless to say, to forge ahead with new relationships with new people. So I have 5 things, hopefully, that will help you to navigate this potentially healthy connection with a different individual. So the first thing I have is to self-awareness. Basically, it's self-awareness, self-assurance, and respect for yourself. Something that we often, as victims of narcissistic abuse, we are trained to be dismissed, to dismiss our own emotions. The narcissist certainly did that to us, and they train us to do it to ourselves. So rather than pushing aside your own feelings and needs, make sure that you do not lose sight of that. So make sure that you are self-aware and in touch with your needs, and make it a priority to check in with yourself and to make sure that this new relationship, friendship, romantic partner, again, anything, is meeting your needs, that it's beneficial to you, and that it's a healthy connection for you. That's number 1. Number 2 is obviously yield to red flags of narcissism. These are the obvious indicators of a narcissist that you have learned. So someone that is egocentric, completely consumed with themselves, has a blatant lack of regard for others, but actually I shouldn't say blatant, because it will be passive. It will be a very covert lack of regard, lack of respect for other people. It will come out. They'll be entitled, they will be judgmental, but just keep your eyes and ears open for this type of narcissistic behavior where they're egocentric. They have a lack of regard for other people. They have no empathy. That's number 2. Number 3 is make sure that in this new relationship, you make communication and transparency a priority, again, because that is the key to any healthy, fruitful relationship. I have learned this myself after being in a wicked, awful, toxic, narcissistic, romantic relationship. I was so scarred and so damaged, basically, just as a human being. I had such a hard time connecting. The irony of it all is that I met my husband in college. I was raised in a toxic, narcissistic environment. I met Joe in college freshman year, and he truly, authentically, unconditionally loved me. And I was so screwed up from being raised in that awful environment that I basically did not know what to do with this sincere, genuine, authentic, selfless love. I was like, I'm just gonna take a minute for myself, and I joined my sorority, and I just went off and was an idiot, and I, got involved with a bunch of jerks that treated me poorly, and I was like, yeah, this is my jam, this is what I'm accustomed to, So then ultimately I met the worst narcissist that I became engaged to, and I thought, oh, this is perfect. This is a great relationship. I fit right in here because that's what I was used to being treated like crap from my family of origin. So make sure that I'm sorry, I'm veered off on this one. But number 3 is supposed to be communication and transparency. Circling around where I was going with this is that my husband is so good at communicating, and that is something that we are always striving to be, is transparent with one another. You know, as you can tell by my channel here, I really don't hold anything back. I wear my heart on my sleeve, as does Joe. And whenever you're in a relationship with a narcissist, they're very secretive, they're terrible at communicating, and I witnessed that in the home as well as with the partner. So definitely communication is an important variable to consider when moving forward with a relationship following narcissistic abuse. So communication and transparency. Always be honest with one another and be forthcoming with your emotions and your feelings. It should always be a safe place. You should never have to curb your feelings and what you want out of the relationship. The last thing is emotional flashbacks. Number 5. Wait, I forgot number 4. The last thing is emotional flashbacks. So be cognizant of the fact that you will have emotional flashbacks. This is getting less for me now, thankfully, but I would always, like, say Joe and I got into a fight or a disagreement or something, I would always go back to the worst place from narcissistic abuse. So be conscious of your tendency to do this. And it's not an obvious thing. Emotional flashbacks resulting from CPTSD lack a visual component. That's the thing. It's just a feeling. So you will feel abandoned. You will feel neglected. You will feel dismissed. And it's just a sadness that might overwhelm you. So make sure that you don't generalize the experiences that you had from narcissistic abuse onto this new, potentially healthy, potentially fruitful relationship with your partner, your friend, whomever it is. So I cut off number 4 here. Having healthy relationships, friendships after narcissistic abuse. But the primary takeaway here is to be kind to yourself, and anyone that is worth having in your life will do the same. They'll respect you, they will honor you, and they will be good, decent human beings possessing the minimal characteristics of someone that is bringing beneficial contributions to a relationship. Like, remember when you were in a narcissistic relationship, you were trained to dismiss how you felt. You were trained to dismiss your intuition. Don't do that anymore. And this is something that we have learned that I value very highly for myself. And I'm sure you feel this way as well. Like, you had an intuition that this narcissist was not good for you, that it was a bad situation, it was a bad scene. I had intuitions left and right that this jerk was cheating on me, he was terrible, but you get so wrapped up in this cycle of abuse and toxicity that you forget that you're a worthy human being. You have a lot to offer, you're a good person, but they cut you down and cut you down and cut you down strategically to elevate themselves, and they have you believing it as well. They basically brainwash you, they reprogram you to cater to their every whim. And my post today actually was about how they make you believe that you're the one that needs to do more work to compensate for their lack of involvement in the relationship. This person will act like, you know, they're the holy grail, that they can do no wrong, they're entitled, they're superior, and you're a lowly peasant that's lucky enough to have them in your life. So when you have a new relationship, that's all out the window. It's a level playing field, and you're both equal contributors, and you know when it feels good. So, alright you guys, I hope I gave you a good takeaway in this video. I hope that I provided you with validation. Please give me a thumbs up, please like, please subscribe to my channel, that would be super awesome. I love and appreciate you all. We are bumped and we're bruised, but more than anything, above all else, we are blessed because we have been given this insight of genuine appreciation for one another and ourselves that we would not have had otherwise. Alright, you guys, I'll be back soon. See ya. Hey guys, I was so mad at myself for cutting this off. I said 5 things and I'm delivering 5 things. Number 4 is basically the same as number 5 though. Sorry to disappoint. But it is triggers. So things that are going to put you, it's very similar to emotional flashbacks. So be aware of triggers, things that will put you back into the bad place of narcissistic abuse when you were in that toxic relationship. So be mindful, that's a totally different relationship. It was a totally different situation. You are with someone that deserves a fair chance. A great person, hopefully. So, alright you guys, sorry I'm adding this. Thank you.